Okay, a couple things for today's lab. Over here on the west side of the wall, you need to notice we have a little container that says fire blanket and fire extinguisher. Inside of them, you will find a fire blanket, not asbestos, but it is flame resistant. And you will find a fire extinguisher that is good for any kind of fire we will probably have here in this building. And you can look at the knob and you can see it is charged. Okay, the other piece of safety gear we need, not so much with fire, but with anything, and it's always nice to know, is also here on the west side of the wall. This is the eye wash. It is a nice little water dispenser. It is not a drinking fountain. If I ever see you trying to drink out of it or mess with it, I will kill you. Over here you will find a big panel. If you push it back, you will see it will shoot up water. It is directed to flow into your eyes to get rid of any chemical or contaminants that may be irritating your eyes. Turn it off, you simply flip it back up, but you should not turn it off. You should let either the adult in the room or medical supervision help you with the rinsing out of your eyes. Okay, one of our last safety measures, and a very important one, is over here on the east wall. You will see this panel, and it says electric, gas, and water. These turn on to different things. Today we will be using gas. You notice the green light for gas is on. If we have a problem and we need to shut it off, you just simply hit the switch, the red light for gas comes on, and there's no longer gas. It will shut it off. In a big emergency, or if you don't have time to think about which knob to hit, you just press the big red button. It will shut all three of them off automatically. We do have a reset button here if we screw something up. So if there's any problems, when in doubt, shut it all down. Okay, for today's lab, we're going to play with some bimetal switches and see how heat transfers through metal and how different metals expand and contracts. You are going to need your Bunsen burner. They hook up to the sink to a gas line. When the little switch is 90 degrees from the output, the petcock is what it's called, it is turned off. When I turn this so that is in line with the hose, that means the gas is turned on. To start it, you will need a striker. If you weld, you'll be familiar with these. They have a little piece of flint inside and a little rough-like file. When you shake it, there's sparks. That is enough sparks to get the flame going. And then what we're going to experiment will be our bimetal strip. If you're going to notice, it has a couple different colors on it. One side is a copper-colored metal or bronze-colored metal. The other side is a silver or tin. It is a wooden handle, so as long as you handle it by the wood, you will not need to worry about wearing gloves. The heat won't go through here. And in this metal part, once we put it in the flame, can get hot, and it is a burn hazard. Whenever we do a lab, particularly with open flames, you will need your goggles. Even if you wear glasses, you will need goggles. So let's go ahead and let's see how this thing goes. Would you zoom the camera in, please? First, I'm going to turn on my gas. You notice I got a nice blue flame. You may not be able to see it on the video, but you should have a little blue flame that kind of tapers to a tip. You want to avoid a bunch of yellow flame. Yellow flame is not high heat, and it's kind of gross, and it makes things hard. All we're going to do is get our flames going. We're going to take our bimetal thing and just pick a side and stick it on there and see what happens at the point we heat. What is going to happen is one of the metals is going to expand and get wider. The other metal is going to contract, which is going to cause a curve. You're going to notice it doesn't matter which way I do it. You may say it's just going to bend where the flame is. But you notice if I take another part, one way it curves upward, and it's always going to keep curving in the same direction no matter how I hold it. Try not to get it too thin. When you are done, set this somewhere where it will not burn. Please don't set it on the counter. Hold it for a little bit till it cools down enough. When you are done with the gas, you will simply turn off the gas, and then you will move to the written and observation part of the experiment, which will be online. Thank you.